Alright guys, Godot shaders. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. I've been practicing shaders for about a couple months now. And I think I could like go over what I learned. Like if you're new to shaders, you might enjoy this video. So I'm gonna start from scratch. Like I'm just gonna eyeball, just do random stuff, and you might get a hang of like what's happening with the code. Let's start with a fresh project. Could say shader stuff. It's just gonna be like random. So shader stuff. I have it in my Git, and it's a new folder. Create. So we're gonna start with 2D. So let's go ahead and make a. What could we start with? A sprite, maybe. Sprite. Then we're gonna use our Godot, what do you call it? Godot icon. Let's just make it bigger. Can I just quickly scale it somewhere here? Yep. Just use these things here. Yeah. Alright. So now, go down to materials, new shader material, and then new shader, and then we can click on it. Alright, so with shaders, what I've learned so far, with 2D, we say shader type. This is the first thing you type in. Shader type, canvas, Adam. Canvas, Adam. And with 3D shaders, it's what is it? Spatial. Alright, so with shaders, you could manipulate both the pixels and the vertices or vertexes. I don't know the pronunciation. But with a sprite though, it's kind of unnecessary because it only has 4 vertices. So mostly you're gonna be using a fragment, which messes with pixels. So you say void fragment, and go that and that. So basically this gets called for every pixel. So if let's see, let's go by the average 60 frames per second. So we have 60 frames in a second, so this gets called 60 times per pixel per frame. Is that how it is? Right, let's double check. So 60, yeah, so 60 frames per second. Yeah, so this gets 60 times per pixel. Yeah, so once a frame per pixel. I'm getting off track. Point is, this is for pixels. So this gets called for each pixel. So in the pixel, you could set the color. And with color, you could use a texture, or you could just use a vector 4. So let's just use a vector 4, for example. Just do 1. That would go full white. So the color range is from 0.0 to 1.0. Alright, so what else did I learn? So to export variables, you'd say uniform, maybe, so let's say float. That would be a number. You could set it to be 0. You could export the color. So uniform, you'd say vec4. You could call it color, and then set it as a vec4 here. And then you could tell the shader that it's a color. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. It should go right here. Let's delete that, move this over, put it like that, I think. And semicolon again for all of them. There you go. So if you click off of here now and go over to the materials tab, see that you have a shader param section So the number and the color, and you could change the color here. So to set the color now, let's go back in, click on the shader, and right here we could see, just put color here. So color. Remember, this is just the basic. So I'm just going by, see? Now we can set colors. Alright, let's go a little better. Let's do some other stuff now. So we have UVs. So in a UV, you'd say maybe vec2 texture UV, then set it equal to UVs. Equal sign. So right now you can't, this is a constant, so you can't change it, but you could instance it to get a copy of it. And then we could change this one and then use it here. So let's do something cool. You have a, let's leave that for now. We need to get the color of the sprite, the current, the icon. So in order to do that, we need a vec4. Then we say maybe current color, and then say equal. So we say texture. That's lowercase, that's a keyword. Then you type uppercase texture. That gives the current texture of the sprite. And then we could say texture UV. Here, texture UV. Then we say RGBA and colon. Then we could go back here and say current color, and that should change back to the sprite. So we have another variable called time. So that's just uppercase time. You could use that to change things over time. So for example, with the texture UVs, so let's see, what could we do? Texture UV. So we set the X to be incremented by time, and you'll see what happens. Up here, it's going to the right or the left. Oops, I did it wrong place. Make sure you put it before you change it. I mean after. See that right there? So put it right above, and now it should do it. Let's make sure we fix this correctly. Okay guys, so the way I just fixed that was I had to re-import this image. So click on here, click on the import tab. Come on. And it doesn't want to work. Strange. Let's see. There you go. So enable repeating of the texture. Alright, so let's get back to it, what I was doing. So now we can multiply it. So we could do it maybe 2 times, 20 times. Oops. There you go. And we could even do something crazy. Just go like that. Say times 200 maybe. 0.0. Oops. Do it both on X and Y. I could just do this too as well. Not multiply, just increment. Uh oh. Yeah, it is multiply. I'll go like this, copy it, and paste it on Y. Y. And there you go. You zoom all the way in, use a whole bunch. Alright, what else can we do? Let's see. Alright, what do we want to do? Let me think. We could, alright, let's change the white on the outline here So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. How I do it anyways. So this color here, I'm gonna use that one. So now you could say if current color dot R. Remember we have R, G, and B. You can say, wait, let me add a thing like this. Current color dot R. Maybe greater than 0.9. Go like that. And then we say, so we say current color, oopsie daisy, sorry about my bad typing, is equal to color. Then we say else. We don't really have to say else actually, because we already set it up here. See how that looks? It's just terrible, but I'll show you the next thing to fix that in a bit. Let's go back to here. Set it to maybe red. Like that. Just the basic idea. Alright, so now, what I could do is say current color there. Could just say multiply instead, so it would kind of smooth it out. So let's increase this to 0.8. There you go, it's a little better. Could just copy that, paste it, and then we multiply. Pretty much the same thing. Let's bring it way down to like 5. Alright. Now we can this. There you go. Alright, what's the next thing we can do? Alright, I want to cover, let's see, screen space shaders. Alright, in order to do that, we need something like, maybe, let's delete this. Actually, not that. Let's just get rid of the shader. So we're done with the shader for now. So clear. Let's make this smaller. Now let's add a, what do you call it? Color rect. Color rect. Here you go. Let's fill up the screen with this. So we're gonna use this for a screen space type shader. So let's go down to materials, add a material, shader material, go in here, new shader. Same thing again, shader type. Hey, oops. Shader type, canvas, item. So you're gonna play with the UVs a bit. So let's make a bunch of colors. We'll see uniform, effect 4, color 1, and we could call that, what could we call it? I mean, what could we, let's just do hint, color, oh my gosh, name my keyboard, I'm just trying to type fast, that's why. So equals Vic 4, so that be white. And then let's just copy this a few times. Let's do 3. Call this color 2, color 3. Now we could go to, let's do the fragment again. So void fragment, and then that. What's wrong? Oh, color is 3. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we're gonna use the UVs to split these 3 colors across this thing. So horizontally, if you know what I mean. And I'm gonna show you guys screen space like shaders. So we have a texture called screen shader, screen texture I mean. So if I go set the color right now to color equals, remember this texture, we say screen shade texture, and we could say screen UV as well. Oops, screen UVs, and then enter, I mean semicolon. It should work, but oops, color should be caps, all caps, always remember that. There you go. So this is just using the screen shader, screen texture. So in order to show you what I mean, it's just copying the entire screen, so it looks like it's not showing anything, but it actually is. So let's mess with the UVs and show you what I mean. So let's go vec2, new UV, set that to be the screen UV. Remember, you can't change those values, so you have to make an instance of it. Screen UVs. Now we could say UV screen, I mean new UVs. Let's move the Y position, maybe increment it by 0.02, and then let's put that in here instead. So new UV. Look what happens here. If you notice that it's shift, see that? So it's like offset a bit. Let me bring it up a few more. Maybe by let's go by 0.1. There you go. So you could know, like, could make water effects with this. Flip it upside down somehow. Alright, so let's use these colors. So in order to do that, we're gonna use pixels. The pixel texture pixel, screen pixel, screen pixel size. This here. So in order to do that, we need a new float. Oops, sorry. So float. What could we call it? Quart or third? I don't know. Third. Third. So this is gonna be equal to the new UVs, no, screen pixel size divided by 3. Remember, we have 3 colors here, so we're gonna split the colors. So screen pixel size is at X. I mean, oh, always remember floats. Oops. So now we're gonna do a whole bunch of if statements, because why not? I'm still new to it as myself. So if new UV, new UVs, oops, new UV dot X is less than third, less than or equal to third. I keep forgetting to, because it's a mix of GD script and, well, it's not GD script here, but I'll keep typing it like it's GD script. Anyway, so if it's less than a third, we want the color. So we have to change this here. We have to get this thing and change it. So we move this up. We're gonna make a new color. So we'll say vec4 new color. So equals to that. We'll say new. Let's put that down here. New UV, new color. I mean, So we say new color is equal to color 1, and that should not do anything because it's white, or I should multiply it. Okay guys, so the problem was I was using screen pixel size here, should be the texture. So now, and plus I need to move this over to see the color that's over here, because I'm using the screen UVs. So that's where the confusion is. So you can see that, and then now I could go back here and let's check else if new UV dot x is less than nope, greater than the third, and oops, not that, and I think that's the right and, I'm not sure, and oops, new UV dot x is less than or equal to a third times 2. Then we say new color. Remember, this is per pixel, so that's why, you know, equals color 2. So I'm multiplying it by color 2. Okay, so it's the wrong and up on the 2.0. Maybe that's what the problem is. Yep. And then let's see if we're stuck back to square one again. Nope, I'm not. It's white, so there you go. So green. So keep in mind this is in screen space. So if I zoom out right now and then drag this all the way up, see what's happening. See, and then we have the last color to go there. You get the point, right? Let's just grab this, copy, paste. And then we say if new color greater than a third times 2.0 and less than or equal to a third times 3.0, then set it to be color 3. And let's make that be blue, because why not? Red, green, blue. And if we are supposed to run this thing, it would properly show because it's, you know, rendering the actual thingy. There you go. Cool. Alright, so let me drag these back down here. Should we do some 3D? How about 3D stuff? It's gonna be a lengthy video, but alright. So, let me show you one more thing with this guy here. So let's go back here. So we can import actual textures. So we can say uniform sampler 2D. We could say let's import a noise texture because, you know, that's easy. Could just generate one real quick. Noise text equals, don't have to equal anything. And then let's create one of those on here. Noise texture. And make that a open simplex noise. And that should be fine. Let's change the seed. Let's go back in the shader. Alright, what can we do with this? Let's get rid of this code. And now we could set it to be new color. Could be that noise texture. Just for an example. There you go. don't know why it's blue, but I don't know. Now what can we do? What else can I show you guys? What about we take that noise texture, right, and then generate maybe clouds with it. So let's use the regular UVs of this object, of the rectangle itself. Do you see that change? And let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Alright. So we could say new UV dot x increment by time. I think that should work fine. There you go. So now we're going way too fast, so let's slow that down with the multiply 0.03. Let's make that nice texture be a seamless texture as well. There you go. And we go back in here. Now we need to check the, let's see, what colors do we need? Let's just call this color, and then we say let's see, vec for new color equals, I want to show you guys a new thing, smooth step. Alright, so color, and then 0. Let's say 0.1. I might explain what smooth step does in a bit. Let's say 9. Oh, I forgot this returns a I think smooth step returns is negative code. I don't remember what smooth step does. Smooth step vec for float. Okay, color dot r. So we could say vec for trying to remember how to use smooth step. I think I multiply with it. Float. Okay, that does return the value between that and that. Call this fall off. And then if, what am I doing? If color dot r is equal to fall off, or yeah, equal to fall off, then we say color dot r mean alpha. Oh. I'm trying to remember how I did this actually. What I'm trying to do is check if this is, wait a minute. It's kind of bothering me why this is colored, by the way. Oh, I broke something. Set this back to color for now. Why is the noise blue? seamless as normal. Oh, there you go. That's why I was going crazy. Alright. So what I want to do is anything that's dark, I'm going to make that transparent. So the easiest way to do that is if color dot r, let's just avoid the smooth stuff for now, less than or equal to 0.01. We're gonna say color dot alpha should be equal to 1, I think. No, color dot a equals 0.0. Say less than 0.5. Oh, there you go. Jeez. And we got clothes. That took a while. I don't know, I might cut most of that out. The struggles I was having. So what I wanted to do with smooth step is check between here so it doesn't look so jarring. So I'm gonna try that again. Okay, so I think I could put it here. So smooth step color dot r. So between 0.02, look at that. Oh, does not like that. Okay, let's see. Done. Okay. Make it more sharp. 4. There you go. So I should say color the alpha equals maybe what could I say? Color dot r times color dot a. Now what's going on there? If I use divide, it's gonna be something crazy. Usually is, but guess not. So the thing I wanted to do is the smooth step should just give me a simple like transition. So we'll just turn everything to black that's between it. And then I do the check. So I should be doing it up here, if you know what I mean. Alright, let me try to figure it out. Color is equal to this here. I should do it. Then I could just get rid of this. Let's check if it's all black. Yep. Boom. Expected after argument. Oh. Oops. There you go. Oops. So I'm getting not really what I wanted. Let's see. Let's put this at 0.5 and 6. Still a bit sharp, isn't it? 0.0. Nah, too much. That is way too much. Alright, let's do 3. It's a bit better. You get the point, right? What else do I know? Oh, I didn't even do anything in 3D. Alright, let's do some 3D really quick. Discard, don't really need it. So I made a planet, but I could just show you guys how I did it again. Let's add a child mesh instance. Make the sphere. Might as well. Where is it? There you go. Alright, let's make a quick material, shader material, new shader. So now we use a shader type. Oops. Shader type spatial. Let's say fragment. Oops, void fragment. Alright, so now we use albedo instead of color. Albedo, color was for canvas, so and you use the vec3s now too. So let's set it to 0.4. That's the start. There you get a grayish color. So let's quickly add a noise as usual. So uniform, sampler 2D, color, noise texture equal, nope, I keep on saying equals, it does not equal anything. Let's go uniform, it's texture equals noise texture, and then set it to its UVs, and have to be RGB right here. So RGB after the semicolon. So let's go here, shader params, new noise texture, then we add the noise, make it seamless. There you go. And make it a bit more persistent. So what we're gonna do here is like change the colors depending on the shade. So if it's, if it's green, if it's white, make that land like a green color. If it's dark, we give it blue, like C. And we could like where is it? Let's just make those actual uniforms as well. Save, not that kind of save. Oh man, I won't save. Let's let land color be green, and then C color be blue right there. Let's go back in. So now we're gonna just do a quick test. But first we need a reference to the color. So we say vec4 noise equals, just grab this. Or I should just say vec3. So cut, paste that. Yeah, let's use a vec3. You're gonna get an error because you're just grabbing the RGB values. So it returns a vec3. Then you could just say noise. Just say equals noise. There you go, same thing again. Now in between, we're going to do, let's see, now we can use the smooth step. So, flow, wait, I'm not going to use it. Let's just say if it's smaller than it. if noise dot r less than 0.2, we're gonna make that be the C color. So we say noise is equal to, yeah, C color. Just double checking. C color dot RGB. Okay. Nothing yet. And then let's put it a higher number. Half, maybe. There you go. You get where I'm going with this? I'm gonna say else noise is equal to land color dot RGB. Oops. RGB. That should be green. Those there. Simple enough. That's a planet right there. Alright, so what else do we want to do? UVs. So let's go up here. Mess with some UVs. Vec 2. Oops. New UV equals UV. And we could say UV, new UV dot x increment by UV. Oops. Increment by what? What am I doing here? Time. Then just say times 0.05. And put that right in here. UV. And it should start moving. So it's spinning on its UVs. Alright, I'm gonna do one more thing and then I jump off. So I'm gonna make a cloud. So remember, these are instances. So I could copy this again. Copy here. Maybe bring it down a couple. Paste it there. Call it other UV. Then we say other UV. We're gonna decrement on X. We're gonna decrement it by time instead. Say times 0.0, let's say 2. Alright, so nothing happens because we're not actually using it. So let's grab this here, copy, please, we could call this clouds. Alright, and then we see change this one to other UV. Alright, so down here we go Vec 3 final color, and we say equals noise times clouds. Enter. Trying to remember how I did it before. Alright, time to pull up my alright, let's just add them together and see what happens. Or we could just see what the cloud is. So clouds. You can see they're moving the opposite direction. What I wanted to do was just multiply them. Okay, I think I have an idea. Clouds equals smooth step. There it is, there's a Vec 3. So clouds, then 0.3, 0.5. 4. Then we can get rid of this and say final color is equal to, oh, right, vec3. Forgot I have to use vectors here. I'm just taking shortcuts at this point. I could just use a single value. So vec3. There you go. So what I'm gonna do, let's tighten this up a bit. Oh, that's the wrong way to tighten that up. Oh, my mistake. 5. Alright, so now I could do a check here. So if cloud clouds dot r less than 0.1, open that and do that, and we say clouds that equal to clouds, or I could do it the other way around. Cloud times, oops, times noise, or I should say final color. And see final color here. Get the point, but seems like it's backwards. I don't know why. Maybe this is too low. Okay, it is too low. So 6. Or plus. You're adding it to it. There you go. Go back down to 1. Don't know why it's black though. Oh, I need to change the color actually. That's what I wanted to do. So noise, let's see. Yeah. So I need to change the cloud. Cloud equal to cloud plus noise times noise. What are we doing wrong here? Should I say greater than? Nah. Oh, I didn't change this thing here. Clouds. Close, but not great. You guys get the idea, right? I just still suck at shaders. Let's see, less than 2. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. So it's not getting rid of the black, but that's kind of what I wanted it to do. So instead of times, it should just say equals to. Yeah, equal to noise. Beautiful. Got it. There you go. I did it. I did the thing. I made the cloud again. Alright guys, that should be the end of the tutorial. I know it's long, most of you guys won't make it to this part, but just letting you guys see what I did. So take care guys.